say those who are in a rush to join Ruto, that Ruto is a passing cloud. I am saying that without a fear of contradiction.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you have heard in the clip that we have begun with, that is the clip and the voice of none other than Aggrey Bob James Orengo, the man himself. We have been talking and speaking about the ongoing struggles within the ODM party, where Raila Odinga and co are advocating for the removal or the impeachment of James Orengo on the claims and basis that he disrespected Raila Odinga and President William Ruto during the burial of George Odor. But James Orengo tells them this: he who joined William Ruto willingly will have nothing to show for it, but will be embarrassed in front of the people of the Republic of Kenya. And that is a clear message that James Orengo has sent out to Raila Odinga. It tells Raila, joining William Ruto is like putting a rope on your neck and tying the rope on a moving truck. It will crush you, it will finish you, and you will die while the truck will move. And at the end of the day, the truck it won't be harmed. William Ruto is already ruined. But you know, William Ruto cannot be ruined without taking people down with him. And this is what I take from James Orengo. I will give to you I want you to listen to this before we continue. Na nataka msikize kwa makini yale ambayo anayasema James Orengo, because it is loud and clear. Listen.
Taking us into a sinking ship. Where is Ruto going to take us? Ruto is taking us into a sinking ship.
A sinking ship.
And I'm urging everybody.
This is a message to Raila Odinga.
I'm urging everybody that joining Ruto is a disaster, is an abomination.
Yeah.
It cannot work.
A clear message sent out to Honorable Raila Odinga by James Orengo. Now, when this message is loud and clear, Raila Odinga and co are pretending to be deaf.
Umetusumbua sana. Mara utaki Matiang'i ajaribu bahati yake kama president, mara utaki Babu Wino asimame governor Nairobi County, mara utaki Edwin Sifuna akosoe serikali, mara utaki Gachagua akuwe deputy president. Wewe mwenyewe umepewa chances mara ngapi na hakuna mwenye anakupinga? Wewe mwenyewe ulikataa kurecognize Ruto kama president wa hii nchi mwanzo. Hujai tuambia kwa nini ulikuja ukakubali kumrecognize tena kama president. Tukanyamaza tu. Tena saa hii umeingilia James Orengo, a working constitution. Hey.
The problem, we say it's not James Orengo. The problem is Raila Odinga. Are we together? You know, the psychopaths of Raila Odinga will argue the point out with baseless claims in support of their point and in support of Raila Odinga. James Orengo tells us that we are sailing on a sinking ship, which is Raila Odinga and William Ruto. Are we together? Now allow me to give you some insight in regards to what William Ruto has been doing with Raila Odinga. Regarding Gachagua, during an interview with one of the media stations in the country, as a former DP, told us one thing, that William Ruto did not bring Raila Odinga into the government for the sake of working together. He confessed to us that William Ruto had told Gachagua the moment that Raila came into government, nataka huyu mzee akuje hapa ndio niweze kudeal na hicho chama chake cha ODM. Are you getting the point? Remember regarding Gachagua saying those words. Alisema, I want Raila Odinga to come into the table so that I will do what? I will deal with that party of his called ODM. I will deconstruct, dismantle, and finish ODM. William Ruto is one of the most key and genius politicians that has ever been born in the Republic of Kenya in this century. I'm telling you that without fear of contradiction. Is a man that thinks, behold what you see. Is a man that sees, behold what you see. If it's not that he is a con man that is there to benefit himself, he would be the best person for this country. But only that his intellectuality is meant to drain the economy of this republic so that money can be on his pocket alone. If he was to use his brain, because that guy, he is a genius in terms of politics and in terms of economy, but he doesn't use those for the benefit of this country. He uses them for the benefit of his. So he knew there is no party in the history of the Republic of Kenya that has endured every obstacle and every cloud to remain as relevant as ODM has. Kanu came, Kanu died. ODM came, ODM has persevered the Kibaki era, the Uhuru Kenyatta era. It is within William Ruto's era. And now Ruto has a plan for ODM. And the plan is to bring Raila Odinga, to cow down Raila Odinga, and to kill ODM party. And killing ODM party, that means starting internal ruggles, fueling internal dispute within ODM party. It's a party we love. It's a party we were born to. As supporters of Raila Odinga for the longest time possible, though right now we aren't. It's a party we were born to, the ODM party. It's a party everybody wants to be associated with because it has stood every storm. It has stood every obstacle. Though it has never succeeded in acquiring the presidency, but we always say ODM has been close to the presidency. I mean, it has always been a ruling party and then the ODM. It's like how in the United States we have the Democrats and the Republicans. That's how it is for the ODM in Kenya. Are we together? Now, when we sit down and reason, you come to realize Raila, he has grown out of his charisma. He has grown out of his intellectuality. Reason being, there is no way on earth Raila Odinga is being convinced that Edwin Sifuna is bad for ODM, Babu Owino is bad for ODM, now James Agre Orengo is bad for ODM. Are we together? And when we go back to before, we come to realize that tulikuwa tumeambiwa na huyu Raila that William Ruto, that he Raila Odinga will never recognize William Ruto as the president of the Republic of Kenya. Tukaingia kwa mitaa, some of our brothers and sisters died during the 2023 maandamano because Raila Odinga alituambia. I say it's high time now we open our eyes, as James Orengo is telling us. Ruto, a coalition with Raila Odinga is not meant for the benefit of anybody else, but for Raila. And also, Raila is so much into himself to realize that the people he is being forced to fight in ODM, James Orengo, Babu Owino, Edwin Sifuna, these are the key instrumental pillars in the ODM structure. I mean, when you remove Edwin Sifuna and Babu Owino, who are you left with to fight for as the young members of parliament or young soldiers, foot soldiers for Raila Odinga? Ni nani unaachwa na yeye? Ni Gaucho. Gaucho ni leave the chokoras outside. I'm speaking about intellectuals. Unaachwa na nani? Unaachwa na huyu anaitwa Junet Mohamed. Huyo ndio unaachwa na yeye. Who are you left with? I think people like Akinamili Odhiambo also, as time goes by, they will cow out. You can't support a dying function every time. Utaachwa na nani? Kaluma. There's somebody who told me that I shouldn't talk ill of Kaluma. Kaluma is an incompetent orangutan. That one is something that I tell you to take to the bank and cash on it. Because he always talks nonsense. Kaluma anangoja hata Raila akiumwa na tumbo aseme Raila he shouldn't kuumwa na tumbo. Bwana, you make us sometimes wonder who are we left with to start for this ODM party. Kumbuka, we lost leaders. We lost Otieno Kajwang. And I see, I think Juan Moses Kajwang the other day also spoke out. The senator, he spoke out. And one thing that he said is that we shouldn't be a psychopath and a present worship team. The same ones that were used by James Orengo. And I see everybody that takes this route of saying that we shouldn't take the path of being a present worship team, now they will be facing a removal from office, an intimidation letter from the ODM party leadership. Let me tell you, I shall remind you too also. People like Akina, governor of Kisumu, Governor Nyang' Nyong'o, he doesn't support this nonsense of MOU. It's just that they don't have a way of telling Raila Amolo Odinga no. They have known to say yes to Raila Amolo Odinga the whole of their political lives. But James Orengo is a man that had said no to Raila Amolo Odinga. Even before he joined Raila Amolo Odinga, he was a nemesis to Raila Amolo Odinga. James Orengo, from the year 1992 to the year 2005, by the way, him and Raila Amolo Odinga hawakuwa wanaonana. They started working together from 2005. They went to 2007 elections, and then from there, James Orengo and Raila Amolo Odinga have been together. So James Orengo knows how to say no. He's a man that has the principle to stand on his own and say, no, this is not fit for us. And that is what you people should understand. But one thing is clear. William Ruto is meant to dismantle, deconstruct and finish ODM party completely. And somebody needs to wake Raila Amolo Odinga from the slumber that he is in. Because that slumber will leave us with no opposition. And it will leave Raila Amolo Odinga legacy ruined forever. That's what's up. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section. See you in our next video. This is the Kenyan Daily Report TV.